Welcome to your daily dose of Carolina Bays. Today we will examine the terrain around Richmond, Virginia and the Midlothian gravels, which are 15 kilometers west of Richmond. In 1970, Goodwin and Johnson published a guidebook to the geology of the upland gravels near Midlothian, Virginia. They described the gravel beds as ranging from 0 to nearly 40 feet in thickness and consisting of abundant pebbles and cobbles in a sandy matrix containing variable amounts of clay. Cobbles up to 9 inches in diameter can be found, but the average cobble measures 2 to 3 inches in diameter. This image shows the maps provided by Goodwin and Johnson as an overlay on a LiDAR image of the area. The features are fairly accurate. This is a LiDAR image of the same area showing the Carolina Bays in very rough terrain, which is not typical of the flat terrain where the Carolina Bays are normally found. During the summer of 2016, Michael Davias conducted a coring operation on the Midlothian platform. The goal of the operation was to reach the bedrock beneath the gravel, but it was not reached as expected at a depth of 48 feet or 16 meters. This image shows the coring operation and a photograph of part of the core. Michael found that the gravel in the core consists of pebbles up to 1 inch in diameter in a matrix of coarse quartz sand. The operation produced 12 core tubes that were photographed and sent for storage at the Virginia Institute of Marine Science Core Repository. The occurrence of Carolina Bays in the Midlothian gravels can be explained if we consider that the seismic vibrations of very large nearby impacts fluidize the gravels and allow smaller impacts to make craters on the dancing stones. These basins could not have been made by wind and wave action as proposed by the Aeolian lacustrine hypothesis because there are no lakes in this rough terrain and the stones are too heavy to be carried by the wind. The next episode has a surprise.